Hi, everybody, and welcome back as we're getting ready to get into our semifinal match for today, which will be top-seeded Team Dignitas versus the underdogs, Five Angry Men.
Well, 500 Men may be the underdogs, but they just put on a showing against Cognitive Red, formerly known as the Game Changers. As in that game, DM, we saw Kumbhakana and Scylla both getting through picks and getting through bans and being picked by respectively different teams on there. But Kumbhakana showing that he's stronger than Scylla, going 1-0 and 17, whereas Scylla, played by the Boosh, went 0-5 and 3. So not a good week for Cognitive Red right now.
That's got to be harsh. I mean, Kumbhakarna we've seen is just his control is too much.
He is very strong on the control. I mean, they've even tried to reduce that by reducing the amount of mez, but his kit all round is all about CC. That's all it is. It's all about control, and he provides so much for his team, and has pretty much the best setup in the game with that epic uppercut.
So now, as we wait for them to get into a game, Dignitas, of course, is coming in as the top seed. But last week, we saw them lose to Snipe in the finals. They still made it to the finals. A week before, they won. 2 weeks before that, they won. I mean, they're almost always in top two. I mean, they have had an incredible run through so far. They're 600 points deep going into the 8th week. I mean, that's a push not many teams can have a claim to, aside from maybe Cognitive Gaming.
It's not. They're clear number one right now, and in North America and EU, nobody can compete with them with how their performances have gone. DM consistently getting their 522 points, standing right now going into this. So it's really interesting to see how well they've done. And I expected this week that they might sit back a little bit because they know they're going to make it to the land now. Or are they one of these teams that just want to push and show how good they are by trying to get try to make some sort of record of how far in number one spot, how far ahead of the other teams they can get in North America?
Actually, you know, I wanna plug Smite Esports real quick. Make sure to go to smiteesports.com, guys.
Yeah.
Check out the tournament link where you can bet, coins and fake money. Similarly to what we saw from Salty Bet, it's going to be something we're doing for Smite now to give you guys a little bit more of a one-to-one feel, get you more familiar with gods and how teams are performing. There's a lot of information up there, and you can bet your coins on who you think is going to win tournaments, who will have top KDA, and of course, there's odds for everything. It's just a really cool website, so make sure to check that site out and give a shout out to the Smite community for just creating awesome things.
You can bet how many pauses there's going to be. No, you can't. I was going to say how many pauses, how many DC issues there are as well. How many bans on Kumbhakana.
4 pauses.
However, I'm betting on there as well this week. I'm not going to say who I bet for because they'll probably lose if I do that. However, they're involved in this game. However, if want to compete, your name will show up on the leaderboards on that site as well, so you can keep an eye to see how well you perform and see if DM Brandon's tier list and all his knowledge is useless because he can't even see
to. Though it needs to get updated.
I know. How outdated is it? I mean, the best thing for me was the fact that you put Kumbhakana in A tier, and I was like, oh, thanks.
And June 2nd, he was A tier. Now he's broken.
So what changed? What changed?
People understanding how to play him.
Okay.
I don't comment on how good they are versus how good they're performing.
So you go through performance, not actual how good they are. Is that what you're
right?
saying?
Otherwise, Kumbhakana would be in his own tier.
Yeah, he'd be like the god of
He'd
God.
be SS. I don't think anyone else, right? Well, except for Rama, but I don't think Rama counts. It's likely that we'll see him get nerfed before he's available in tournament play.
So guys, we are into this semi-final match now. It's going to be Dignitas versus the angriest men on Earth. And there's 5 of them. They're going to be on the left-hand side of your screen right now, taking Dignitas on the right-hand side. What do you expect during picks and bans, DM?
I don't know. I mean, I don't see Kumba getting through. Loki banned out. He has been very prominent, which is strange to me. I mean, granted, this is Last is likely the best Loki player, though Shing is making a claim this week.
He is. He made a claim last week as well when he threw that decoy in Laz's face and went, "What up, son?
Oh my God!
What up, son? Decoy to your face. You ain't going nowhere." And Laz's was like, "Damn
the
it."
Body blocks. Body blocks are my favorite thing in Smite. I think just stopping someone from moving is the cutest. I want to talk about the shots that are getting taken at Lassus right now. I mean, maybe that's a shot at Shadow Q, but I see Athena and I see Loki, and I think, wow, Lassus just got hit.
Maybe, but Shadow Q's Athena was disgusting last week from what we saw.
That's true. That's real
but
true.
With these bans, it's left Kumba on the table. And
why does this happen?
I don't see how Kumbhakana is getting through.
Do they not understand what his 3 does?
But what'd you ban then, DM? I mean, you banned Afro and you banned Osiris, which are good bans. But Scylla got through as well.
That's true. Scylla will make it through, and we know the best has a very good Scylla, so it's likely we're going to see her picked up here. I doubt we're going to see Scylla and Kumbhakarna on the same team. So yeah, right away we're going to see a hover onto the Tiny Terror. Still one pick available for Dignitas. Hunbot's still on the table.
Humbats is on the table. I think Humbats is dropping
Artemis
off,
still
honestly.
on the table.
Thor's still on the table as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I expect to see more Thor in the jungle as well, but what are they going to pick? That's a question. They're hovering on
Scylla.
Artemis now.
Artemis.
Yeah, like you said, Artemis and Apollo are the top 2 hunter picks, so 5 Angry Men is back over to them. What are they going to pick up? Will they pick up Apollo, or will they go for another hunter?
Yeah, I think Apollo's the smart pick here. He's definitely the second best, if not tied for best hunter, so he's going to be hovered on. Still another pick. I think I would avoid the mid pick for now, unless they have something they want to rush into, something like Poseidon. If they're not going to pick Poseidon, I would say pick for another lane.
Well, they're going to pick Nemesis here. They're hovering it, and it has been locked in. So DJ Pernica is going to be playing that in the jungle again, and that seems to be his 2 go-to gods there.
Nemesis.
And Nemesis are the 2.
Well, last week we
DJ
saw him
Pernica's
play
on.
Nemesis, and that did not go very well.
That's true. That's true. He didn't, but he seems to be the 2 that he seems to float to wherever possible. I mean, we saw him. He was one of the first ones to really bring it out in the scene in the jungle with Osiris. So
Ogniban right there, going to be coming out from Dig. 5 Angry Men can answer as well. I don't know what they're going to look for here. Again, Poseidon does have a decent matchup against Scylla Aokwang as well. But I think they should take out Hunbots. I'd be very scared of Lassus with more mobility.
Thor.
Or Thor,
or
yeah,
Hunbots.
either one. You can't, yeah, Thor, good call there. Still a few top junglers on the table, though.
Yeah, there is. I mean, like you said, Humbats is still available, but gets played a lot less nowadays. DM. It feels like everybody started to drop off the Humbats hype train after his recent performances, and the only thing that changed was his passive. Like they dropped his passive from 50% to 30%, and that seems to have hit him more than people. Well, that's what everyone seems to think, is that he's such a big hit to him. But that ultimate Fear No Evil is still as strong as it ever was. DM.
So Chalk gets hovered and locked in. This could be solo or this could be jungle. Freya is still on the table as well. Someone I think we're massively overlooking. And with Chalk on the board, having that magical jungler and damaging physical solo, that could be a good pick on top of the fact that, there's that new magical protection item that can really shut down other solo laners.
What's it called? We need to make a decision on a name because everyone keeps calling it different things.
Everyone keeps yelling at me and calling it Ankile.
Ankile?
Now, I went on Wikipedia, and it's a Roman item, and Roman Cs are Ks to us.
Okay.
There's no soft Cs.
Okay,
so I don't know.
Ankile.
Ankile. Ansile sounds
Janus.
I agree. I thought Ansile sounded perfect.
I like the name Janus better than I like Janus.
Well, you need to
And
say
it's a coincidence that
he
he was picked. I wasn't making a play there.
Oh, you're not? Really? I thought you were. I was like, wow, that's a really good lead into you. Good job. But Janus and Jean-Qui are going to be the 2. Janus has been locked in.
Mercury.
Mercury.
And a Mercury pick up for Lazis in the jungle. That's an interesting one.
I'm surprised. I really expected him to go Freya. That's a bet I would have lost.
I think Freya would have been a good pick, especially against the likes of Jean-Qui and Janus as well. That could have really caused some issues for them. But going with the Mercury pick and that mobility may play into the fact that Janus, during the early stages, is very, very slow until he gets his threshold going and those portals online.
I think I like Team Dignitas' team a little bit better here. Kumbhakarna is definitely the strongest of anyone picked, period. But I'd say Scylla has the most team fight potential out of the mages. Maybe Jean-Qui, but Jean-Qui doesn't have that same kind of movement. And when you go up against a character like Mercury, who in the late game just annihilates people, it's hard to value characters like Jean-Qui.
I agree. I do think Team Dignitas' team composition here is a lot stronger. I feel Kumbhakarna is very strong. However, when I'm looking at Kumbhakarna here, I'm looking at who's he going to combo with very, very well in this team. And honestly, it's only really Janus that stands out for me because he's going to be able to drop the portal after the epic uppercut and then immediately use the vortex. So that's where the damage is going to come from that combo.
I love that, by the way. I love portals after landing.
Did you see the Reddit cartoon that was on there? Someone posted a picture on Reddit of Freya and Janus together of what they would do to a person when the portals dropped and the whoop is used at the same time. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Anyway,
First
guys,
day on Janus, we were doing the whole Nasha ult drop directly into the portal into unstable vortex. Like it's just so fun.
Yeah, it is, just to make sure people get thrown around consistently all the time. So we're going to see Janus and Jean-Qui. We'll see how they're going to pair up together. I mean, we saw Janus' game damage in the early stages when Clumsy Death played it, and will it be able to pay off for 5 Angry Men in this one? He's going to be up against a Scylla, though, DM.
That's true, and we're going to check in with that in just a few minutes. We're going to get the game started up. Picks and bans are done. A lot of people are leaning towards Team Dignitas' draft, but still, Pain Devion's Kumbhakarna has been effective before. Guys, stick around. We'll be back with our semifinals in just a few minutes. Hey, guys, and we are back right now with our semifinal matchup. This is going to be the top side of your bracket, 5 a.m. versus Team Dignitas.
5 a.m. looking good after beating Cognitive Red, but they're coming up against the might of Dignitas, team #1 seeds right now, as the left-hand side is looking hot.
The old Pain Devion's going to find himself in favor of 2. Special delivery after the shockwave, but he's not going to get sent back. He's going to find himself at Zatman. No, Zatman looking for the slow. Sleepy is going to come out here. There's no way he's going to escape it, and it looks like the team is just going to let this one go.
Yeah, you're going to have to let it drop straight off. I'm going to give it to Lazis as well. Good decision from Dignitas to get the jungler ahead, DM.
Yeah, I like that, definitely, because now he's going to hit level 2 super, super fast. Though giving it to Allied as well, or rather, not Allied, Zatman, would have given him the level 2 right out of the gate after the blue buff might have made it a little bit stronger overall and getting that carry on. Either way, they gave it to not the support, and that's pretty much just what you're looking for.
Yeah, so we'll see Lazis get online a lot sooner. He'll hit level 5 a little bit quicker overall, as long as he plays his cards right than DJ Pernicus. However, mid-camp's going to still go evenly. And more than likely, they're going to take left. 5 a.m. taking the right-hand side at the start of this one.
Looks like Pain Devion's trying to spot something out here. I don't know if he's going to try to get aggressive, but Geb has rotated over thanks to the ward spotting that out, which means they're going to 3-man split this mid-camp. 3-man split on the right side as well. So both mid laners will go to with that 3-man split experience. Not too much lost.
Yeah, this seems to be the start as well from solo laners that don't take hog, is that you go for the 3-man camp and immediately go to the blue buff so you don't get aggressed on. But look at what Lazis is doing. He's rotating all the way around right now, looking for level 2 gank onto mid lane, and especially on someone as squishy.
Oh, but look at this. Mace has already cleared it.
The ball!
Oh!
So,
now, look at the damage they've taken just from those minions. Mace to the face is going to go back to the lane with actually the same health as the best. Lassus didn't gain as much experience as he would have liked, and he's going for it again.
Coming again. He's going to try and get the Mace to the face one more time. Here we go. There's the special delivery, flipping him in. Oh, that was a great second, but the portal's going to drop all 3 of them through it. Not going to find the trade, though. Nearly did, though, DM. Nearly.
If at first you don't succeed. Left lane, Shadowq's going to find a kill. It's a madman. Marcus Pain Devion's going to be forced out once again at level 2. 5 a.m. not having a strong start as Dignitas is just controlling this game.
Yeah, all from the start of giving Lazis that first kill from Pain Devion. On the right-hand side, though, Anatoly is dropping a little bit low. Got to be careful against the likes of Jean Quay not to give him an early lead in this lane. Got to watch his positioning here. Uses the hog. Going to go aggressive again.
Yeah, he's going to push in a little bit farther. Anatoly trying to even the trade here, but what he doesn't see is that Rush is about to get his card back up. Does he have Exorcism, though? He takes some damage. Only a few seconds. He's only actually get 2 of those ghosts, which means the heal's not going to be as big, and Anatoly just evens it out completely. Now, remember, Lassus left this lane very early, which means Anatoly should be ahead in experience at this point.
Oh, DM, did you see that DJ Pennicus dropped the red buff and gave it straight away to Giannis in the middle lane, and then immediately just went for his speed? So he's going to make better use of his jungle buffs than what you generally see in the jungle starts, just because he started at that blue buff rush.
The issue here is that he's still sitting level 4. Lassus now level 5 and at full health has the opportunity to look for a kill.
He's going to look for down the lane.
He's going to go down the duo lane. Is he going to try to bait out Madman Mark again?
Well, he's waiting around the corner. Madman is not going to be able to see this until it's too late. Sonic Boom is probably being charged right about now. They're trying to line him up.
He's wasting time here.
Line him up. He's trying to hide behind the tower right now. Can Madman actually see this going on? He's going to look for his Sonic Boom's charge. He's going to hit. No, he's going to find it onto Kumbhakarna. Mez comes out. Not enough. Special delivery is enough. The Mez is going to allow him to escape. There was the throwback. Clears.
Ooh. Zatman needs one good shot here. He's looking for the... he's speeding up. Shot to the back, but Pain just a little bit too tanky as Lassus turns his sights to the tower. This failed gank has given an... Oh, let me fix my face here. That was not fair.
Fix your face, but Pernicus
is in a lot of trouble here.
He really is now. And Madman actually picks up that kill. Giannis rotating over, going to walk straight into a Geb, though, halfway through the wall. And now Shadowq needs to be careful, but he's got the support of the best behind him. And that's a great Cataclysm combo. Is the Hammer Monster available? The Boar is, though. Zatman picks that one up.
And that's a bad time for them to die because the mid camps are respawning. Check out the rotation here. Best and Shadowq ready to take this one down. Mace is going to have to time this Unstable Vortex perfectly, but nope, did not do the damage that he thought it would. Didn't get the double tap. Only got one hit on each, it looked like to me.
Was a
wasn't able
good
to
effort.
pick that one up. But now ShadowQ's rotating back over. Payne's in the house for this one, but I think that hand is available for that. Yep, it's going to go
Great
down.
call by ShadowQ, and good usage from them overall. Shield comes after the groggy strike, everyone resets, and the best going to be fine in middle lane. Use the Sentinel to get back to tower. Quick look at right side once again. You're going to see Jean-Quay a little bit lower. However, you can see he's getting rotation in from Payne Divion to give him a little bit of support in this lane.
Anatoly going to activate that healing rain and run away as fast as possible. You see him trying to keep his distance. He'll let some creeps go into the tower. It doesn't look like he's too worried about it, not with 2 members of 5 AM here. He's going to use Hand of the Gods, actually. And actually, I don't think he's going to miss a single creep. Shoutouts to Chalk.
Yep, not going to have an issue whatsoever. Chuck is probably really is underestimated right now. But DJ Pedicus in the jungle going to look for an opportunity on Laz's. Is there a ward spotting it out? No, there's not. There's the aggression coming out. I think he stole that away, you know. He did. DJ Pedicus takes it away. Now the aggression continuing as Mace to the face comes around with a threshold.
Can't be happy about that one. DJ with a perfect rotation, able to pick up a pretty big buff there, and he's trying to even the score, but Lassus is still pretty big, 3,600 gold. Pernicus only 31, and they're both rushing the boots down, so once those are online, that's going to play a big difference, but Pernicus is 500 gold away, Lassus only 2.
Yeah, this is an interesting play from Pernicus. The fact that he stole away that speed buff, going to keep it online a little bit longer and just delay Laz's a little bit from the sort of run he was starting to have, especially after the 2 pickups in a row. So now we're going to see Pernicus rotate to mid lane. Still only level 6, a level behind Laz's, and that's all down to the start.
Yeah, I mean, that one kill was so big. ShadowQ rotating in the mid lane, just keeping them under pressure. On the right side, Lass is going to go back here as the creeps are nowhere near each other. Doesn't want to waste time, going to spend some money. But Lassus went back a little bit too soon. He's going to have his boots online right now and be able to leave, but he did lose about 3 seconds overall. But I'm sure that hurt him. Lassus is a big min-maxer. Doesn't like wasting time.
I can imagine wasted all his time at the speed buff not to get denied as well as the experience, not just the gold. ShadowQ going to rotate and look for the blue buff. Is he going to find the steal? Yes, he is! There's payback. That's what you get. So ShadowQ, I can steal buffs as well. Zapman going to rotate in. Payne Divion could be in a bit of trouble here. The message on cooldown. Immediate use of the... Basilis rotating in as well. Not going to find anything,
I think,
though.
was that the epic uppercut you
I thought it was.
Yeah,
I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, it was. Sure. He used the epic uppercut to stop the Cataclysm stun, which was smart. I mean, had he got caught by the Cataclysm, that could have been a kill opportunity. But Zapman at this point didn't get the kill, didn't get the farm. So now you're going to see him very low. He's going to be forced back to the base. But you take a look at his gold in hand right now. He's already at 900, but he's probably looking for a little bit more.
Well, mid camp's on the left-hand side, due to spawn very soon. Meanwhile, Lazis takes his red buff and is going to rotate over to the blue to pick up a little bit more experience and give that over to Zapman. Mid camp's up, left-hand side going to be contested as ShadowQ and Payne Divion going to meet there at the same time.
Froggy Strike going to be used and completely whiffed as he turns tail. That one's going to go right to Dig as they rotate back over towards the right side. The best still in tow as well. Only 1 creep there available, so neither team worried. And it looks like Janice is going to back off here as ShadowQ rotates to make sure it's safe. 2 free mid camps for Dig.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row now, and you can see the experience gap starting to grow a bit further. 5,000 experience ahead now are Dignitas. And you can see the rotations coming out of ShadowQ and the difference between him and Payne Divion as well, DM. Right-hand side, though, Anatoly finds a solo kill under the tower.
That's right. And now Zapman's in some trouble, though. It looks like Madman Mark's going to find a very beautiful kill.
Yeah, very beautiful kill. I see what you did there. But overall, we did see a good rotation out from Mace to the face as well, using that through time and space. As Lazzy's going to be able to find something back onto Apollo, not today. Immediately disengaging, and Payne Divion just warding up, playing safe. 6-2. Dignitas still in control.
But check this out. Anatoly proxied the next wave already, so he doesn't have to worry about getting it as it gets into the tower. Anatoly has great pressure in the lane, and even though DJ Pernicus has rotated in, level 11 Anatoly is not too worried about it.
No, he's not. Pernicus is going to take a lot of damage from those minions, actually, overall as well. That could have been a bit of a misplay there. Chat comes in with the ultimate. Going to look to secure the kill onto DJ Pernicus. Misplay. Complete misplay of how much the Archer minions were going to do. Not enough respect to Archer minions.
That's Heartseeker on Chalk. He swings right now.
Yeah, he will be doing a lot of damage. I'm surprised he went for Heartseeker against Jean-Quay as well, but he's making it pay. He's making it worthwhile anyway in that lane.
So now, left side, we're seeing more pressure come out into the duo lane. Madman Mark and Payne Divion going to rotate down, but there's nothing to find at all. They're going back.
Lass is actually going to take on Flushed in this lane and win that trade overall.
He's going in!
He's going to go with the Sonic Boom, looking for the kill. Is he going to find it? He is, you know. Lazis is on fire today, coming out to play.
4-1-0, second highest farm in the game right now at 5,100. Only 20 gold behind Anatoly, who's rotating back down. Anatoly 2-0-1 himself. Dignitas is up by 6 kills, 2,700 gold, and 5,600 experience. That's incredible.
I'm not joking, DM. I expected Dignitas to kind of put the feet up, knowing that they were going to get themselves through to land and just relax these last few weeks, but it doesn't seem that way at all. They're going aggressive as ever and just looking to continue the punishment of the North American scene here and continue to keep putting points on that #1 spot.
So now, you know, you're looking at the bottom side of the bracket here. We're seeing COG versus Snipe right now. So Dignitas has still work to do here if they are able to get through 5 a.m. But the trouble is even if they win this, they either have to go up against COG, who, you know, won every qualifier in the first season, or they have to go up against Snipe, who beat them last week. If they let that mindset affect them and they let 5 a.m. start making a comeback, we're going to see it happen, because 5 a.m. have made some pretty amazing comebacks before. We're going to get a rotation down. Rushed is silenced there. DJ Pernicus is not going to take as much damage as he expected as Mace in the face rotates in. This is a 3v2 as last is portaled and dropped.
Yeah, and Rush is turning that one around. Big rotation from Mace to the face caused a lot of issues for them. They're big through space and time, and Scylla could not get involved. But DJ Penix has got to be careful, because the best is rotating around there, and he's very, very low. Meanwhile, though, Mace to the face is trying to catch out Anatoly. Got to watch his positioning here.
I don't really like the way that this position is here. Is that man's ready
Left
to go?
side.
5 a.m. actually does take the Gold Fury. I didn't expect that to be as easy as it was.
Neither.
Rotation down. Madman should not be trying to fight this. He should just let this one go. They got the Gold Fury. Don't give up 2 kills.
Okay, that was still worth overall. Pain Divion going down. He still got a Gold Fury out of it. Really good call from them. And they were the ones that forced a 3v2 fight overall on that right-hand side, and still managed to pick up the Gold Fury because they expected Dignitas to rotate over DM, and that's what they did. It was a really good call.
So looking at Anatoly, I'm very surprised that we didn't see the Ankile or Ansile, whatever you want to call it. I'm very surprised that we didn't see this come out as early as it should have, given the fact that it, with cooldown reduction on top of the damage that it provides, on top of the damage she already has.
Yeah, it could have caused a lot of issues.
But then again, he's not having too much trouble with Rush. He's keeping Rush locked down. He's 2 levels ahead. I'd say he's more worried. He's more worried about DJ Pernicus.
Yeah, I think that's what he is, but what he's doing well is he's going aggressive when he knows where DJ Pernicus is. He's keeping the ward placements up higher. Dignitas,
Zap.
so we can see what's going on. But Zap's in trouble.
Bora's going to come out. Oh, great counter stun coming out from Madman. Mark goes up to stop the Bora.
Lasses rotating.
This is the ult. Lasses has
Boom!
CC potential.
This is...
Madman Mark not letting it go just yet. We're going to see Pain Divion continue the chase. He gets rooted, but Pernicus has got it. We're going to turn our sights back over to the lane here, where Madman gets through the portal, but he's going to be facing down Anatoly. He does manage to get out. Shadowq is going to stop the push, goes forward. He's slowed and he's killed. Both hunters are taken off the map here, and I think this might continue as Glasses is going to find himself fighting. Nope, he's going to sleep.
Oh, he's looking for Pain Divion, not going to find it. Cataclysm does find onto Janus though, but immediate use of the portal puts him back into safe range once again. And through space and time, paid dividends for a moment in favour of Madman Mark, but not long enough with that 8-second through space and time portal opening. Allowed him to escape for the most part, but the rest of the team just collapsed from Dignitas.
So Rushed in the mid lane trying to help out as Lasses and Anatoly both rotate over. Anatoly, not sure what he's looking for here. I think maybe trying to spot out a rotation, but they get the farm up. It looks like they're trying to get Lass just a little bit bigger than he already is. He's sitting level 12 right now. You take a look at the board, 2nd highest farm on his team. It looks like 3rd highest farm overall. We're going to see Mace to the face
Anatoly wants to
get
fight.
a little bit bigger.
Anatoly wants to fight. Look where he's positioned now. He's just stood in the jungle like, come on. Let's just duel. I just want to fight something.
Why won't
Let's
anyone
go.
fight me?
My Heartseeker's online. I want to go.
That bloody.
I'm not bloody yet. Come on, I want blood.
Oh no, he's definitely bloody. He's just
look at this. He's looking for blood. Rush could be in trouble here as he goes aggressive in this lane as well. Actually going to juke back. Not going to find it.
Torrented back a little bit too soon. Instead of gaining some damage and protections, all he did was gain himself a trip away from the Rushed. Shame. He needed a healing rain there to proc that, slow him down, and then go for the Torrent. I think that was a small misplay.
Bit of a small misplay. Mid lane being contested at the moment. Not much coming from it. Look at Pain Divion though. Looking for an opportunity on Zapman once again in this lane as the duel is on between the hunters. There's the big Kumbhakara getting involved. The ball comes out. Great rotation over from the middle lane with the through space and time. And look at Pernicus with that mobility given to him from Janus in space and time. Is going to help secure this kill. Madman Mark picks it up, but can Dignitas respond?
The best is jumping in there as well. They're trying to find Madman Mark, but they find nothing but a dead Hunter.
Boom!
Lasses goes deep, finds 3! Lasses takes 1 down. They're turning their sights to Mace here. He's not going to be able to get out of this one unless he gets a good portal. He rotates back in, speeding himself up repeatedly over that threshold, and he will dodge the Alma Monster. He's just trying to escape now, looking for the portal opportunity. Is on the bottom side. It looks like Lasses picks up Kumbhakarna. Mace to the face, erased off the map as well, and only Rush stands. 4-man swing right there.
The only good thing coming out of that for the likes of 5 Hungry Men is the fact they took the Gold Fury earlier on, DM, but they're going to get this Tier 1 tower respawn. Still got a few more seconds before anyone's back up. They're going to look for a Tier 2. This is a good call. Anatoli's going to tank it.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Look at the damage he's able to put out and still be able to take the damage as well. That's going to be a free 2,000 gold on top of the gold they earned from those kills. 4,500 gold, but 8,700 experience with no one even level 16 on the map yet. Pain of Yon's level 9. Shadow Q is level 14, Hindu Man.
Level 14. Such big problems. They're going to rotate mid and even find this one as well. Are you serious? They managed to get 3 towers out of that massive engage. Triple kill onto Lazes as well. And now they're going to get both the mid camps taken away. Dignitas are on fire. 10k experience difference. Just under 5,000 gold. And Gold Fury is spawning soon.
That's right. I mean, we're going to see it up inside of, looks like 10 seconds as it begins to blink. We have a pretty big grouping here from Dignitas, although 2 of the members are missing. Zatman rotating back down. Last is just coming into the base now, but the Gold Fury has spawned and Shadow Q's there to keep it safe.
I was about to say Anatoly's still not gone back to base yet, but finally he has. What's he going to pick up in the base right now? He already had this Heartseeker. He's gone to max his sprint and now working on the hide of the Urchin more than likely. Actually picked up Fist of the Gods as well, which is something we've not seen that much of these days, DM, since the changes to the Hog.
So now, Gold Fury's there. We have pretty much everyone on this side of the map between left and middle, but Rushed is rotating over. If they notice this, this is going to be a big engagement. Zatman's alone right now, but not too afraid to try to fight off both Apollo and, strangely, Kumbhakarna, who is still only level 10, not really deep enough. He has access to level 2 ult, but you're going to see Shadow Q with level 3 Cataclysm online.
Yeah. Level 3 Cataclysm online, so keep an eye on that one because it will do a lot of damage in these team fights. Does a percentage of your current health, so you will drop down from whatever you were at. And looks like they're looking for an opportunity on the left side again. DJ Pernicus around here, but look at Anatoly. He's just roaming around like, "What's up? I'm here. I'm here, jumping around, covered in blood. You know,
normal stuff.
Yeah, not normal stuff you see from a solo laner. You know, in the duo lane, chill.
Covered in blood.
Covered in blood."
All right, so we're going to get a rotation here to the mid. Both Rushed and Mace are going to spot this out as the threshold goes down to speed the team up a little bit. Check out Shadow Q's positioning here.
Yeah, it's a good call. He actually checked the corner and saw the DJ Pernicus and that we're waiting around, but now Dignitas have made the call for the Gold Fury. Is it warded over? But they're going to walk over a ward anyway in the jungle just to let them know what's going on. Gold Fury started and Shadow Q is just busy stoning right now, but could get caught out here.
Oh, this is not a great spot for him to be in. He's going to be able to go back. They actually do manage to get it. Kumbhakarna trying to get in there to look for an opportunity to CC, but a 4-man silence. Actually, 3-man Mace was not close enough, but still Rushed super low, going to go down. Madman Mark by himself in the back, in a lot of trouble as Pain Divion gets put into the sleepy once again. Last is jumping through 3, able to...
Last is still alive!
Oh my god, how does he do that?
Still alive, shield comes on. It really paid off for him with that Aegis as well, just to make sure he didn't take too much damage. And look at this, Silas looking for it. He's trying to find Kronos, not going to fight. The threshold comes out to speed him up and get him away. But it was a great sentinel over the water spot. He's going to get slowed, so that's going to be disengaged for now. But Gold Fury to Dignitas.
Best walked in between the 2 shots of Unstable Vortex and then jumped through it with Sentinel to find the pressure. That was one of the cleanest, most beautiful things I've ever seen in a Smite play, ever.
Oh,
it was entirely intentional. The way he positioned, that's not something you can just recreate, especially in a tournament setting against one of the best mid laners in the world. I'm blown away.
So 16-6 now. Dignitas are up against 5 Angry Men. Golden experience both in their favor as well. Fire Giant is definitely a potential on the map right now, DM. Especially the way they're playing, especially the way they're team fighting together. I think they can start looking at the Fire Giant right now.
I mean, why not? They have the pressure, they have the map control, and they definitely have the damage. I mean, Zatman right now has been like the focal point of almost every death on the team, and he still has almost 9,000 gold to his name. He is still higher, or rather even, to the top farm, and he's bottom farm on his team. to 5 Angry Men, and that's something you should be scared of.
So the best gone back to base as Scylla. Been back already. Already had the Book of Toth. Now finished the Obsidian Shard as well. So keep an eye on that damage from those crushes, because that will escalate ridiculously with that extra penetration coming in there, DM. We can also see Anatoly's been back, upgraded the armor cloak, still working on that hide of the Urchin. As we can see, possibly on the left-hand side, Madman Mark and Payne Divion looking for an opportunity on Zapman once again.
So now, what are you looking for here? If you're 5 Angry Men, like what are you trying to, like, honestly, do they try to force the Fire Giant fight, look for Kumbhakarna? So are they going to try to split push with Apollo? I mean, they have a few options here to try to force a comeback, but with the way that Lassus and Anatoly have been playing, it's going to be so hard to catch them off guard.
If you notice how the fights have been going, DM, what you've seen from 5 Angry Men is they've actually tried to get picks and use the whole team to rotate in, but when they've done that, they found the pick, but then Dignitas have come back and cleaned them up for doing so. So finding picks is not working out for them. In team fights, they could look for the opportunity, but they're behind in golden experience on everybody right now. So trying to team fight is not going to go well either. They just need to play safe, but they've not got many towers left, DM. This is the big problem they've got right now.
So if you're 5 Angry Men, you have 2 towers to defend. The Phoenix is open on left. Honestly, I would send Apollo, start split pushing. Look for, some kind of damage. But the issue is if Zapman doesn't allow him to do that, he needs to get on that ult, get on that chariot, rotate into a team fight, and have Mace for something. Use the Janus ult to put themselves in a better position, because right now, they're playing just 3 separate games, and they're not grouping up as a team, whereas Dignitas is consistently putting themselves in just amazing situations where they're, I mean, right there, they did the Gold Fury without Shadowkeep.
Gonna find Mace to the face, forcing the Aegis off him, and he has to use the port to get away, but that Aegis is going to be on cooldown now, dropped him to half health. So he's going to be out for the time being. One shout out as well, DM, is that Kumbhakarna, Payne Divion here, has not got Blink online whatsoever yet. And without that Blink, he can't force the engages for his team as effectively, as we see DJ Pernicus looking for a fight in the jungle against Zapman. Zapman's taking a lot of damage, getting low, the balls out, but is it going to be enough? Zapman trying to juke out. Gonna get taken down by Madman Mark. Another rotation in from the rest of Dignitas. Can they turn it around? Lazes gets taken up into the sky by Payne Divion's Epic Uppercut. And Rushed is there looking for the cleanup with the recall demons.
They gotta find Lassus here. Crush over the wall, trying to do some damage, and the ult will be stuffed. We're gonna see the best get some damage. He's gonna try to rotate back down, but too little too late as Anatoly tries to get in there. He's gonna be slowed. Rush not able to be pushed down. Payne Divion still in the back there. I don't know if he's gonna be, oh, throwback was available. That was a clean 2 for 0. They have to back, they have to heal up, and they have to get something done right now.
2 for 0, quick pickups for 5 AM. They caught Zapman out of position, made him pay for it, and got out clean, DM. That's a big key there that you said. They got out clean. They have to keep finding that. But Madman Mark needs to keep an eye on his positioning, because if he would have got caught there, it would have been a trade for sure.
So now, we're 21 minutes into the game. 5 Angry Men finally make their first stand, but they're wasting it. Lassus is up in 10 seconds. Artemis is already up. They haven't pushed where they could have. They had a few members who were still very close to full health. They need to rotate. Either go to the Fire Giant right now and force out a major fight and go for it, or get to that Gold Fury, camp the spawn. Not to mention there's a ton of farm in the left lane. There's, let's see,
Best is in trouble.
9 archers?
Forced the beads on Best there as well, so that's going to be on cooldown for the time being. But yeah, you're right. I mean, they could have looked to try and push out a lane. They couldn't go mid because Best was still there on Scylla. She had lots of health, and with the crush, she's not going to allow him to push in for sure. Left hand side, they could have looked at it. Right hand side was already down, so it's kind of tough as 5 Angry Men what they could have really taken it objectively there, especially in the position of who was still alive. But now
I like this from Madman Mark, though. He just got 2.5 full waves. Now he needs to rotate. They didn't get the Fire Giant, or rather the Gold Fury, but there is a sentry ward down, and looking in the inventory, 5 Angry Men have no sentries. Dig still has 2 available. 1 actually just got dropped as well. They're going to start this up, and Madman Mark is just completely out of position.
Payne Divion's the only one really in the area to do something. Going to use the throwback, and the Mez reset is on. Pernicus on the backside though, looking for Zapman, forcing the ball out of him, and only Payne Divion is taking the hit from the Cataclysm. As we can see, Madman Mark rotating in. Zapman's going to drop to Pernicus.
Oh, Lassus forced into Aegis as well. Check out the grouping. They made sure that if he used special delivery, he was going to hit someone and be forced into the same spot. The Best just trying to escape now. Sentinel going to be used. Pernicus looking for an opportunity to go deep. Blink over the wall. He's going to slow him. I'm a monster used for CC immunity and a little bit more movement speed. Is he going to try to take the shot? He's going to miss. They're going to turn their sights here. I think the Best is going to wind up going down.
Well, he's going to continue the pressures. The crush is actually on cooldown now. Great sentinel backwards, though, behind the team. And now Pernicus is in trouble as Anatoly is trying to chunk him down. Great mez coming out from Madman Mark, though, to try and slow that down. Pernicus lives, and everyone's disengaging for the most part, but Rushed is still trying to chase down Shadow Cube as Anatoly sticks around too long.
Yeah, Anatoly's going to get picked up. Same thing, DJ Pernicus dodged the crush. He dodges the Sikkim, but Shadow Q rotates in and finds him with the shockwave. Still, that looks like it'll be a pretty good engagement for 5AM. They took Lasses down immediately. Anatoly got his stacks cut in half again. I mean, this is good pressure. Now they're going for the best.
They're gonna find it.
Mark's going deep, and he gets him.
Now Shadow Q's trying to rotate in. Great body block by DJ Pernicus to stop the rollout. And now we're going to see the damage coming out again. But that was a great pickup for them. They managed to get down that middle tower. And that was a big pickup. DJ Pernicus, shout out to him. Was it? No, it wasn't DJ Pernicus. I apologize. It was Mace to the Face who did the body block onto the rollout to stop him getting away. Really, really well played.
Overall, that's 2 team fights that we're going to see go at least slightly in the favor of 5AM. But check this out. There's no ward coverage right now on the Gold Fury for 5AM.
Base of time.
But, the dropship.
Base of time.
Shoutouts again to StarCraft. We're going to run this down. Zatman's going to use the board there, but it's not going to get activated in time. Last taken down. She's in trouble. Stable.
Janus. Janus. That was a lot of damage coming out, and that's the benefit of Janus in these team compositions. When you use him correctly, he is so strong in competitive play. Gold Fury to 5AM. That's 3 fights in a row, technically, DM. The 5AM have clawed their way back into and taken.
I love it. That was absolutely beautiful. That play, this is where Janus shines. Being able to rotate his team. And, Hindu Man, this character came out after we started casting, right?
Yeah.
And all the casters said that this character is going to really start to show up when people learn 2 things. 1, how to hit Unstable Vortex, and 2, how to use that ultimate to actually transport the team.
Yep, and that's exactly what they did. They all went back to base, bought space and time straight through. Surprised Zatman and Shadow Q at that buff and took Zatman's life and the Gold Fury, and now contention for Fire Giant. This is dangerous.
Oh, man. Rush just trying to strangely go for a blue buff that he did not need. Madman Mark's going to pick up the blue on the bottom side. Fire Giant still available, but check out the difference right now. There's only 1,000 gold between these 2 teams now.
Really close the gap in experience and gold as well, have 5AM. But the one thing that I've noticed is they're not buying many wards. And there we go, finally. I was about to say the ward coverage is really lacking right now from 5AM. But look at that. Everyone's just gone back and immediately sentry wards and normal wards have all been picked up by the whole team. They need it for the 5 Giant fight. That's
true. I mean, and look at the inventory. I love to see this. 5AM did not have a lot of ward coverage, and now their inventory is littered with them. They have, let's see, 7 regular wards and 2 sentries compared to the 1 regular ward left in the inventory of Team Dignitas. This is big.
About to say Pernicus got caught out of position, then got hit by a Sikkim, but nice usage of the shield on the crush, got him back to full health.
Ooh.
That man is still off farming to this left-hand side, and if they do fight out here, Madman Mark's going to be the one to get out over. But at the moment, he's winning the trade with Madman Mark. Forces the ball. The sprint is on from both of them as the trade back and forwards between the 2. Look at the teams rotating to mid in case something went wrong in that fight from Eve or Hunter's position, as the fight in mid could possibly break out soon because of it.
That was a huge win right there from Mark. He forced the boar out, then used his lifesteal to get back to full health. Check out the rotation coming out. 5 angry men looking for something over here. We're going to see Shadow Q try to play some pressure. Card's going to miss. Dignitas, the best, has already used his Sentinel. That's going to be down, but Mace is already pretty low. Only a one-man cannon, but last going
boom! He does find it onto Mace in the Face, but Mace in the Face still alive with the beads and the portal. Jumps back through the walls, and Lazzie's out of position again. Pernicus gonna find him. Aegis is used. Pernicus gonna be able to clear that kill up. Surely, I'm a monster connects, but doesn't do enough damage at all. Pernicus takes out Lazzie's, and on top of that, you see Rush going down as Anatoly resets in.
They're trying to find something else. Dignitas needs to find another kill here. They've already lost 2, and we've talked about it. They've already qualified, but they want to keep their top seed. If they lose this game here, if Cognitive can move forward, they're going to be in contention for first seed once again, and 5 angry men is not making this easy for them.
They are not making it easy. It seems that they had a better game against Cognitive Red, but they had a very similar team comp, DM, as we discussed just before, is that they fought Cognitive Red and went very, very well against them. Only a couple of deaths to their side. However, the only difference in that lineup, I believe, was just one god being different on their lineup whatsoever. And looks like they've got experience with this composition. I didn't feel this composition had that much weight on paper, but Janus is really making an impact to it.
That dropship, man. It's
The
the
dropship.
StarCraft dropship push. That's really what it is.
Totally
Look
in
at the
trouble.
rotation. Anatoly's done. There's nowhere to go. That's
Completely
a
down.
free and clean kill. They need to get their health up and force that Fire Giant right now. 5
They gotta
a.m.,
push
by the
left.
way, have normalized the gold. It's 200. The experience is 1,300 right now. And looking at the board, Pain to Beyond still pretty far behind. In fact, he's 4 levels behind, but everyone else is even. And when you're Kumbhakarna, you really only need to be level 9.
So they tried to backdoor left-hand side, but immediately you saw the rotation out from Dignitas over to the Fire Giant. You can see through space and time has been channeled straight through to give them a clean path to get through. But the best is waiting. Is he going to be able to find someone on the rotation through? He's hoping for it. But look at that. Apollo comes down, dunking onto the best. Not going to find much, though.
So Lassus is backing. If they notice that he's out of position, this could be a free fight for them. Anatoly's still down for 13 more seconds. You're looking at a 20-second rotation in as well. For the next half a minute, they have nothing to worry about in this fight. But DJ Pernicus has gone back so late. He should have been back 20 seconds ago, maybe even 30, and they have just completely wasted this opportunity. They need to find this kill onto Lassus.
Oh, the portal misses from Mace to the face, so the special delivery is going to be enough.
Heavenly.
No blink available, but Heavenly's online. Got to find the yawn. I'm
Yep.
surprised Heavenly agility on Kumbhakarna over blink. I'm not sure.
I like it. And
It's good for the team. Good for the team.
It's slow immunity. That's going to stop, Anatoly has slows. Shadow Q has slows. The best has slows. Zatman has slows. I mean, why not give them that immunity, especially considering that anything that's going to allow DJ Pernicus to continue running around battlefields at full speed or even faster than full speed with that ultimate, I think is a smart pickup.
Well, left-hand side, you can see DJ Pernicus looking for Zatman once again, looking to catch him out of position, and he is once again as Zatman rotates in. Boar is popped. The board does work for now. Can DJ Pernicus continue the chase? The sprint was in a great trap underneath his feet as he ran to force to disengage. And now Shadow Q rotating round.
Here's Lassus, here's the best. I think they may have overstayed their welcome. Pernicus already down. Madman Mark in a lot of trouble here. Now remember, we've seen 5 a.m. take a lot of fights here, but they never get anything off it. Every time Team Dignitas wins a fight, they earn something. They take a mile off of that inch, and I'm very interested to see what they're going to go for here.
Are they going to go 2? Yeah, they are best. Does confirm that kill with the crush on that. So 2 quick pickups for them. Once again, Zatman, the master of baiting, basically. He managed to pull that one out of the bag there with the sprint. Great trap under his feet. But once again, Dignitas rotating well. Zatman's doing Gold Fury, and the rest of the team are going Fire Giant.
Why not force him out? They have the numbers to do it. By forcing this rotation, they're guaranteeing one of 2 objectives. But at this point, Artemis would be a little bit stronger at the Fire Giant. I think I would have sent someone else over there. This is going to get contested. Oh, there comes the big Spirit Gun. Lassus getting hit by the unstable vortex. He's out of here. Anatoly getting low. Monster going to swing onto 2, but kill none. It's trying to push forward.
Fire Giant 5 a.m. We got a ball game, but Rush is in trouble now as you see Zatman rotating around the back. He's going to pick him up. However, 5 a.m. pick up the Fire Giant. Gold Fury goes to Dignitas, but we just said, Pernicus is going to find Anatoly now.
Anatoly's in trouble. Best is going to rotate in. Smart positioning. Pernicus dodges all of that. He's trying to chase it down. He doesn't have the movement just yet. And with Zatman rotating back in, he's going to go for it. This might be a little bit foolish.
Apollo's coming in though, and Pernicus finds one. He's going to find Best as well. And now Pernicus is going to escape from Zatman, but Zatman actually, his ball connects with Madman, and now Madman's in trouble. Is it going to be a 2-for-1? It is, Zatman secures that one, and that Fire Giant is on cooldown on Madman Mark now.
But still, being able to take out 3 for 2 right there, on top of the fact that they stole away that Fire Giant. Now, granted, they did lose some gold in that exchange, given the fact that they lost the Gold Fury. I don't think they're too worried about it, considering Janus has that Fire Giant available, and Nemesis has that Fire Giant available, and those are the 2 people that we've really been seeing in team fights just absolutely annihilate things.
So, as time's gone on, DM, we've seen 5 a.m. slowly claw themselves back into this game. Small fight after small fight after small fight. And now that they've reached this stage of the game, you can see now that their item builds are starting to get really online. They're being really effective in these team fights, and that through space and time coming out from Mace to the face is paying dividends for them right now.
This has been a very up and down game. It's been up and down still in the favor of Dignitas, but it's been very up and down. You can see the charts. up and down all the way through. They were up by 1,000 gold. They were only up by 500. They're up by 2,000. They're up by 1,100. Now they're up by 1,100 again, all the way from their major lead at about 6,200. Experience difference is 2,000 at this point, which is normalized. The only difference is that Pain Devion is just 5 levels behind everyone else in the game.
Well, Pain Devion did just force the bore out of Satman, who was trying to split push the right-hand side, and only at the cost of the Medjai's Blessing, which will come off cooldown once again very shortly. However, the one problem I see here now... Oh.
Rush just took about a third of his health right there. He's going to heal some of that back up, though, real quick.
I mean, the one thing I'm seeing here, though, DM, is that they're not pushing with this Fire Giant buff. They've got 3 members with the Fire Giant buff, and they're not trying to push. They're just trying to hold and sustain. Oh, left-hand side! We can see the through space and time! The choo-choo train is coming of portals, and we can see the aggression onto Laz's!
Yeah, they want to take last down. They're afraid of what Mercury can do if it left unchecked. Now they're 4-man grouping right next to a Scylla and a Geb. Probably not the best positioning. If ShadowQ gets a good blink in here, this could just spell absolute curtains. He's going to blink in, but his team has not followed. ShadowQ is completely by himself.
Pain Devion is zoning the rest of the team with the Mez and the Epic Uppercut, and now ShadowQ still survives though with the shields. Best is trying to trade back, and Zapman is actually going to continue to put the pressure on.
Oh my god, Rush is online. Pernicus, though, gets blown up right there by a monster. Another swing coming, man. Takes 80% of his health. He's down as well. Oh, we're going to look at the best here for the big plays. Again, Sentinel right past the unstable Vortex. Mace, the face is gone. And in a situation that should have been absolutely in 5AM's favor, gets blown up by the best.
Pain Devion just needs to keep running and keeping Zapman busy as long as possible. He used the Mez, but the beads was used immediately. Zapman still wants this kill. Groggy Strike not going to connect. He's going to continue the epic chase coming out as the Medjai's is used and the board to try and secure this kill. Finally, the passive is popped. But the one thing about that, DM, is because they chased after that, they're not going to get anything out of this. Will they get the Phoenix? I'm not sure.
Best is down there by himself, but I don't know what he expects to do besides maybe proxy this wave. There's not too much time here until Pernicus and Rush are up, but he does have, looks like, 3 archers. Best is going to have to wind up tanking this for a while. He realizes that it's not going to happen. He's heading back. They didn't take what they needed there. There's no Fire Giant, no Gold Fury. 5AM are alive for now.
While we sit and wait for everybody to respawn and people to position themselves, DM, we've not seen a Polynomicon today.
That's true. Rip. Oh, no, there it is.
I was about to say, we've not seen a Polynomicon, and then it gets bought as the second to last item. Damn it! The best! Why are you doing this to me? He's listening.
Get called out.
I'm going to call,
oh, man.
call him the best on ghosting. I'm just calling it now.
Yep.
He's clearly ghosting.
After those I'm a Monsters, though, he knew something there. And, that's the second time I've seen one of the best Sentinel uses in my life. Like that, he has been incredible this game. Level 20 right now. He's 3-2 and 16 shadows to support Scylla with an incredible, and I mean an incredible amount of damage. Take a look at the board right now. He's at 663. Gold Fury is going to be picked up. That's going to increase their gold lead to about 4,200. Experience difference at this point still is just Pain Devion, just 4 levels behind.
He started the Fire Giant alone right now. This is dangerous. Gold Fury's gone down in favor of Dignitas. A whole Dignitas rotating over. Full disengage. And
they
now
didn't realize that there were still 3 people missing. They're not using the wards to their full effectiveness. They just saw Geb and Anatoly coming, and they, for some reason, instead of fighting those 2, backed off. The wards they're not getting the full use out of their minimap there.
The 5AM have realized they're on the back foot right now. Like, they've just lost the last fight. They've realized the best is dealing a lot of damage. He's been kept out of it for the most part in terms of the Iron Monsters haven't really connected and killed anyone, DM, but that time it did, and that made the difference between the fight overall. And this is why Scylla is still really strong.
So now, 5AM knows they can win team fights. Dignitas knows that 5AM can win team fights, and I think that's the most important thing that Dignitas has available to them at this point in time. That point of knowledge is that we need to kill Mace.
Oh no, the Aegis is popped out of Monster. Good night, Mace to the face. Not going to find the second one as Lazis goes aggressive onto Pain Devion, looking for him. Immediate use of the Medjai's Blessing comes out though. That's going to go on cooldown. And he also uses the Mez, so Fire Giant going to be started up here. Dignitas are going to try and pick off Pain Devion. I expect that more than anything.
This is one of the reasons I just absolutely adore the double hand rush. I mean, Anatoly has Fist here. This could be trouble, but no, they're going to rotate back in. You're going to see ShadowQ. That's a free Fire Giant.
It is a Fire Giant, but Lazis did pay the price for zoning out the team, and now they're going to look for a fight. And Tony comes in on the forefront with the big size, but Rush uses the ultimate in response. Apollo's up in the air. Rush is using the Aegis to keep pushing out the minions. Not going to find it, though. Epic uppercut for Divion delays the inevitable as Dignitas are going to start pushing down these towers.
I think they needed to rush in there and try to find a pick. Even if they lost a 1-for-1 there, trying to take out someone like Zapman who can push towers incredibly fast would have been paramount. But they're going to drop a tier 2 here. I would rotate for the Phoenix. I mean, it's a 4v2. They know that. Check out Shadow Q rushing right down into the lane, making sure that he's taking the least amount of damage possible at the most effectiveness. DJ Pernick is trying to find a line behind, but it's just not going to happen.
Not at all. Will he try and wait around there? Because they're going to rotate that way, so he has to back out because they know they're going to head to the middle lane next, that's for sure. No, they're not. They're going to back for now. Good decision. Buy up items and then look to end with the fire jet. Pernick is going to catch someone. He's going to find the best. He's forcing the Sentinel out, and you can see the through space and time through the wall from Mace in the face. They found the best. Can they catch him? The threshold is not available right now. There it is. The speed up is on. I'm a monster used to try and speed himself up as well. Pernick is running through the jungle, but this is going to come to naught. The best used I'm a monster very well there.
That's something I don't think a lot of people really recognize, is that when you are max level in I'm a Monster, you are a rocket ship. You are out of there.
You literally are ridiculously quick when you're in I'm a Monster.
And if you chase it, all you're doing is putting yourself at max range and then getting hit by I'm a Monster.
35% bonus movement speed when you're inside the I'm a Monster. That's how much it is. It's ridiculous.
Plus it doubles.
So, it doubles as you get going, yeah.
Right, no, I'm saying it doubles at max level. It goes up to 70.
Yeah.
That's just 70% movement speed. That's almost 2 sprints.
So
with
they're gonna
CC
push
immunity.
Mid lane, Shadow Q going to tank it up in the most part on the backside. Divion, but Anatoly takes a big crit to the face there from Mark. But now Anatoly quite happy to tank that one up. Lazzy's round the back, gets caught out again, has to rush away. They're looking for Lazzy, going to find him.
Beautiful, beautiful crits. Rush and Pain is in a lot of trouble again. He's
Follows
trying
up.
to get out. Oh, nice dodge from the throwback. Madman and DJ in the back trying to turn this one around as we get carded. Spirit Gun going to throw through space and time. He jumps through the wall. Oh,
Best is in trouble now as Pernicus rotates in. Aegis does connect for the time being. Can he survive? He can with the Sentinel. Anatoly still trying to survive as Madman Mark chases him down. This game is still going. Only a Phoenix has dropped his best. Continues to run.
Pernicus has a line of sight here, but there's going to be a blink. Oh my god, he's trying to make something happen here. The double dash through, he's saving it a little while longer, trying to chase this down. He needs to find the Sikkim here. If he finds the Sikkim, he has a chance. He missed it. Shockwave will slow him down again. Does he have the movement speed available to him? Will he have the dash up soon? I don't think he should get baited into this tower. I think this is a bad push. I think he's pushed far enough. They got the kills necessary, and we're 40 minutes deep, and they're not giving up.
40 minutes deep, not giving up, only the right-hand side Phoenix down. What are they looking to do here, though? Are they going to backdoor this and tank it up? It looks like they are. Divion taking aggro. Pernicus is going to look for Shadow Q on the backside to slow him down. There's the slow supply, but the Medjais is on as well. And the shield is going to be enough, and the rest of the team, the best is there. Now Pernicus is in trouble. He's going to disappear.
Oh. They've gone too far here. All they needed to do is get this lane pushed out. Strip away some of the fire minions. Now they have to get out of there. Divion in a lot. That portal was so precious.
Well, the best does jump in with the Sentinel. It was a big portal that overall. It could have caused a lot of issues if Shadow Q could have continued to push in with Lazarus as well. So they lose one, but they don't get anything out of it.
Well, I mean, in that case, they push that wave out massively, which is huge for them, not having to defend that Titan so intently. They could still get backdoored, but getting a 5-man rotation in there without a Janusol is not going to be as easy as one might make it out to sound.
I mean, the one thing about pushing out those lanes, it does help you for the time being, but you've got to keep an eye on the build-up because there'll be 2 waves of fire minions in one go. As you'll see them start clunking down this lane right now, it's going to be back-to-back fire minions will clunk up on that Titan, so keep an eye on that when they go for an engage. Someone's going to come back here and defend it. Expect Apollo. Madman Mark has to get over there to make sure he deals with that consistently now.
So now, 5 a.m., 7 kills behind, 9,000 gold still behind. I mean, we attribute a lot of that to towers. There's 4,500 gold worth of towers on the board. Not to mention the Phoenix. That was a 750 swing as well. So really, they're only down about 4,000 in farm, which isn't that big of a deal. It's definitely something they can still overcome. Experience difference, Pain Divion, since the last time we talked, still 3 levels behind. Everyone else, level 20. They're just not letting Pain get any experience on Dignitas, and I think that's smart.
And Divion trying to fight with Anatoly there in the jungle over the blue buff, and I think it still went over to Anatoly in the end of that one as well. No, it didn't. No, Pain Divion did use hand. He used hand on it.
Did he just use hand with fire coming up?
He did. I'm sure he used hand.
Oh, that is not okay. That's going to force them. They can't steal now. That forces the fight. They have to fight them here. which I'm
I'm
sure
not
DJ
sure.
Pernicus is thrilled about.
Well, Anatoly going to go aggressive, looking for
Uh-oh.
the fight,
Look
if
at the back
possible.
line. Look at the back line. Zatman kind of out of position. DJ Pernicus looking for the line.
Always looking around the back, looking for the opportunity. Going to take away the jungle while he waits around, looking for it. The Phoenix has respawned. There's the engage from Shadow Q as the Cataclysm lands, but Epic up a cut from Pain Divi on the backside. Best and Zapman are in trouble as the board drops, and Best is dropped very low, but immediate usage of the Aegis, but space in time! Connects. Laz is in trouble. He's going to drop on the backside, and now Anatoly has to run for his life.
That's
as the
4.
whole of 5 a.m. They could win the game here. The respawns are 70 seconds long.
Look at Pernicus. Right now, look at him. Right down the side, Portal's gonna go through. He's like, ignore the Fire Giant, ignore the Golem, go for the tower, go for the Phoenix, go for the win. We're gonna talk about Pernicus's absolutely perfect positioning right there. Shadow Q trying to make something happen. He's gonna get slowed out. He's not a worry. Pernicus in the back line waiting for Pain Divi, who's gonna use the throwback right there to get into the lane. They're just gonna start going in. They have no worries here. It's up to Shadow Q, and I just don't see it happening.
Well, Shadow gonna make this last stand. The Phoenix is getting lower. The team are looking for the kill. Respawns are taking forever. 25 seconds. Can Shadow Q stand? The Cataclysm is important, but is it important enough? Madman's gonna take him out. 5 angry men. They're just gonna juke out the aggro. They're gonna win the game, DM. They're gonna pull back from the clutches of defeat here after a ridiculous engage at their own Phoenix.
Team Dignitas falling to the 5 angry men. Let's talk about Mace to the face and his ultimates. 2 major dropships, absolutely blowing away positioning. Right there at the end, hitting 3 people off of the 3-man Blink Mez, despite the fact that he was 0-8. Despite the fact that he was the only person that wasn't level 20. Pain Divi blinks in and gets the absolute cutest blink you've ever seen.
So what you're going to see in this fight is you'll see a blink in from Geb. He's going to use the Cataclysm. On the backside of that, you're going to see Kumbhakana do the reverse thing with the Epic Uppercut. Then Pernicus comes in and goes on the Best. Now, the Best uses Aegis, but through space and time connects just as the Aegis ends. And he destroys 2 people with that space and time and just turns that fight completely around. Madman Mark dunks down and helps clean up the fight, and immediately 70-second respawns, DM. 70-second respawns. You can end a game in that.
16 kills.
That
8 deaths. I'm sorry, 6 deaths, 8 assists. But 16 kills on the board. The only person in double digits. Rushed going 0-7, but still put up 25K. Going over to Anatoly, he was 8-6-10, but only put up 24. In the end, Rush wound up doing more damage in the long run, especially in team fights, because you take a look at Anatoly's build here, and the damage just, it was too much, honestly. He was forced to sell his Heartseeker. The stacks got too low. He didn't get boots until 3rd. He had Rage online with Chin Size, but then he had Hide of the Urchin and Stone of Gaia. So what happens since he had such low defense? What happens when you get put up against DJ Pernicus or Madman Mark, who just start blowing you away? And where is the Ankle?
Well,
the cooldown reduction could have been huge.
That was a crazy game to cast and to watch at home. Guys at home, if you're going to ever look to learn a mid laner right now, Janus is definitely one to watch, especially if you're an up-and-coming team. Have a look and try and get him into your team compositions. However, DM, this weekend, have you been earning your free gems with your first wins of the day? Oh, no, you haven't. You don't win games.
What? Actually, I win a lot of games.
I got you!
The issue here is that I only play Siege because my viewers are trying to make me get to Alquang level 5, and that's just been a nightmare.
What's wrong with Alquang to level 5? Alquang's a good
hate Alquang.
He's fun.
He is. I'm actually having a lot of fun.
You are, because you just drop Tornado and walk away. You're like,
no, I don't do that. I like rush at people and try to kill them.
All right, so you play like Carly, basically.
Yeah, I just play every character like Carly and hope for the best.
So guys, this weekend, if you didn't know, double favor all weekend long at the same time as your first win of the day in any game mode. You're going to receive extra free gems from hi-rez. That's very kind of them.
And then double experience, yeah?
Double experience as well. Good time.
So you can get to level 30 faster.
Oh, no double experience.
Oh, I was wrong. Double favor.
Yes. Goodness sake, will you get on the ball,
I thought it was double experience.
Get on the ball. I'm sick of it. Disgusted with you.
That's going to be it for semifinals, guys. Cognitive Gaming has defeated Snipe, so champions from last week are going to fight for 3rd place with Team Dignitas, as 5 angry men are going to move forward to continue their Cinderella story, trying to take down the 2nd-seeded Cognitive Gaming.
5 AM's turn. We'll be right back.